the Illinois Republican Party endorsed, attached their name to, and sent out a mailer for Greg Hart, the Republican nominee running for DuPage County Chairman. Scott, can you share with our listeners what was so egregious about this Republican Party of Illinois mailer?
Yeah, Mark, it's a mailer that was sent out in DuPage County. It has a picture of Greg and his wife and some quotes from his wife talking about how Greg is a different type of Republican. He's a moderate, and he will never take away a woman's right to choose. The choice, of course, being a reference to abortion. And the most shocking part about this mailer is that it's a pro-choice mailer that says paid for by the Illinois GOP and has their nonprofit mailing indicia on it, which means they paid the postage on it as well. It's against the party platforms.
That's right. It's totally against the party platform. And we may be one of 4 people in the state, Scott, that have read the Illinois Republican Party platform. But to your point, this was adopted October 3rd, 2020 at the Illinois Republican Virtual State Convention. It says that virtual, the Illinois Republican Party platform. And let me see here. Let me go to page 7 under protecting the right to life. I quote, "We believe that our natural rights as enshrined in the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence begin at conception and continue until death. We believe that these rights include the fundamental right to life of unborn children, and we support the appointment or election of judges who share this belief." And there's a few more paragraphs, but I want to read one more short line. "We advocate for the overturning of Roe v. Wade." Scott, Illinois Republican Party sending out pro-choice mailers in defiance, in contradiction of our Illinois Republican Party platform. If we don't abide by our platform, do we still have a party?
No.
Shocking. And you made a good point, Scott, about the way you broke this down. Why was the Greg Hart, the Illinois GOP establishment and Durkin and Tracy, they were testing something with the Greg Hart race? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, sure. I mean, they're testing. If you think about it, they've all convinced themselves that the reason why Republicans did so poorly on November 8th was because of abortion. They believe that that's well, I suppose also Trump. They also throw that one in there. But they're trying to get away from that issue and take it away from our platform. And rather than go through the process, the convention process of removing that as a plank from the platform, they're just trying to see if they can get away with just funding pro-choice mailers and see what happens.
And he didn't lose. It wasn't a pretty loss.
No.
And I think this could be a lesson to the Illinois Republican Party, the Rhinos, the Durkins, the Durkin Republicans, so-called Republicans, because I believe that they're not Republicans. This test failed. And I think what this race proved, and I think Steve Balich, what they've done in Homer Township, I think they proved that you win elections in Illinois as a Republican running on the Republican Party platform. And it's okay to be conservative. Scott, they seem to think that running towards the left wins elections. I disagree with that. I know you do too.
Yeah, it's a full sprint to the left right now. They want us to be Democrat light, and they think that that's going to win elections. And now has never been a better time for us to embrace our conservative values, because people are looking to differentiate ourselves from the Democratic Party, and it's our values that do that. The answer here is not to give up on the issue of life. It's bedrock to our party, and and for so many people, it is an issue they are passionate about. That's not the solution. The solution here is we need better messaging. That's true, but it's not to give up on our conservative values.
No, and that's what's so important. We can be conservative and win elections in Illinois. And that is definitely not music to the ears of Don Tracy and the Illinois GOP and this nonpartisan establishment that you've got to look like and talk like and act like a Democrat in order to win elections.